When the holidays roll around, it can mean a lot of stress. And if you're divorced, it can mean a lot of split time. So how do you handle, first of all, the gift giving or the time splitting with kids? Divorce attorney Alan Plevy is here, and he has seen the holidays done right and wrong. And you're here with some tips.
Hi, Natasha.
Good. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
I want to, the big thing you hear with divorced families, moms and dads with the kids here, kids there, is we want to do this for the kids. Is
Right.
it always the best thing when they say, maybe we should have Christmas together for the kids?
Well, there's never the perfect Christmas, or very few of us have the perfect Christmas, and there's expectations that are built up, and you've got to lower your expectations. And being together as one family can sometimes be awfully difficult, especially if you're talking about a recent separation or even a separation that's been gone on, but a divorce that's just recently been entered, that's happened. This is the last time.
It's hard because you're dealing with traditions and family traditions, and mom may have these traditions, dad may have these. At one time they were together, they're separate now, but they want to continue them. And how do you do that when you're split? And it comes down to scheduling, really.
That's the old story, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and when does Christmas Eve end? 10 o'clock at night or 6 o'clock in the evening? Or where do the children wake up in the morning? That's always very difficult. I like to tell clients, now's the time to start new traditions. Celebrate. If you're going to alternate Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, then do something special on Christmas Eve. Try to do something special when you have the children.
Do you get clients coming to you to draw up paperwork to say, look, this is what's going to happen with our holidays?
All the time.
Really?
All the time. I've got a couple now who's been trying to work on this since August. And they still haven't gotten it straight. And my understanding is from my client last night, the husband left with the children for a trip, and she doesn't even know where they're going.
So it's that bad between them that they need it in black and white paperwork. They can't figure it out.
And even when it's in black and white paperwork, you have people who don't follow it, that push the limits.
Right.
And that's not good for the children. And ultimately, that's what we're talking about.
They get stuck in the middle.
They get stuck in the middle.
Okay, another interesting one is ex-in-laws.
Yes.
Even though you're divorced, you're still dealing with them. You have history, and people pick sides around Christmas time, holidays, every time.
Absolutely. You go to your family dinner for Christmas or Christmas Eve, and you have your mother who doesn't like the ex-husband, and you have the children sitting there, and she can be talking to the kids and saying things that she shouldn't be saying. What I like to tell the children, tell the parents, is tell them their parents to be subtle, but tell them to focus on the children. Let the children have a good time. Stay away from the nasty comments. It's not necessary. It's not going to serve any purpose at all.
This just goes back to the whole thing where they think they're doing it for the kids, these divorced couples. And we're doing it for the kids. We should be together. We should have dinner like we used to, or whatever that tradition is that we had as a together family. And in their head, they're thinking we're doing it for the kids. But sometimes the kids are the ones that get stuck in the middle, and they feel the tension. And kids are smart. They know what's going on.
They're torn between the two. Although I know of couples who do have get-togethers, whether it's for Christmas or for Easter or for any other holidays. They all get together and can have barbecues in the summer and have a Christmas dinner in the at Christmas time.
I think it just takes time a lot of the time.
It's difficult. It takes a lot of work. A lot of work by the parents.
What about gift giving? Because as a couple, you shared the budget, you made plans, I'm going to buy the gifts, I'm going to do this, we're going to spend this much. When you're divorced, it comes down to, well, why should I have to spend this money, or you should spend it, or, it just doesn't work out the way it used to.
Gift giving in 2009 is becoming very difficult because of the recession. We have a lot of people who are unemployed, some people who are not receiving the amount of income that they used to receive. Gift giving can also be extremely difficult if one person perceives themselves as giving a better gift, and you have that conflict. You also have people who won't let the children who received this gift take the gift to the other person's house. No, you can't take the iPod I gave you to your mother's home.
That's for my house.
And
Wow.
Right, this is a toy you leave here. And that's just horrible for the children.
Yeah, they're stuck in the middle yet again.
Again, the push and pull, the divorce is final, or the separation has gone on, and yet the parents are still fighting.
And you've probably seen people try to buy better gifts and outdo the others.
Oh, I've seen a lot of people go in debt doing that, as well as taking children on vacation as well during these holidays.
Wow.
It's just extremely difficult.
Now, if the divorce is really early, say it happened this year, and this is the first holiday, you've got kids, what would you recommend if two clients were in your office right now and said, I'm trying to do this with respect, but A, I can't stand him or her, but we've got to work this out? What would you say?
Number one, lower your expectations. Number 2, communicate with the other person. When are we going to make the exchange? How are we going to make the exchange? I like to tell people, if you're going to get the children to your home, then you should go pick them up, because you know you're not going to be late. When the other person brings the child over, then I got stuck in traffic, or we got hung up, or I fed them, and they're an hour late or so. And that creates tension. Where are the children? Where are they? Are they okay? Phone calls with cell phones. You know, where are you? You're supposed to be here. That is just horrible.
When you recommend, what would you recommend? That if it's early on in a divorce and maybe it's amicable but has its moments, everything has its moments. Get it in writing. Would it help the situation? Or if people are able to talk about it, do a handshake. You're going to have this Saturday. I'm going to have this. What would you say?
I would say get it in writing. Do it, confirm it by crossing emails. It's really easy that way. You don't have to worry about he said, she said. And sometimes the police get involved in these situations, even during Christmas. And at least you have a crossing, confirming email as far as when you're going to get the children, when you're not going to have the children.
A record of when things are supposed to happen.
Have a record, absolutely.
Alan Plevy, thanks for coming in.
Well,
hopefully everybody can work it out this holiday. In the name of the holidays, right?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.